Immortalised in bronze, Mahatma Gandhi joins only 10 other statesmen honoured here on Parliament Square.
In 2016, the Prime Minister of India was visiting Ghana. And it is custom between the president of different countries or the leader of any country to present a gift wherever they want to visit other people. The gift you present is usually something that your country is proud of or something you think your host country will appreciate. Yes, the footage I'm showing you now is the Chinese president presenting to his best friend a panda. However, in the case of India, when India was coming to Ghana, the India Prime Minister did not come with cow or the cricket ball. Instead, the India Prime Minister came with this statue. Yes, Mahatma Gandhi's statue. Today, it doesn't matter whether you live in the United States, Australia, South Africa, or Iraq. There is a 70% chance that a Mahatma Gandhi statue is in your country because India has so far exported 102 Mahatma Gandhi statues. So in this video, I want to explain to you the reason why India is so desperate to get Mahatma Gandhi statue into every corner of the world. And trust me, you might not believe the answer.
Mahatma Gandhi.
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 To understand the reason why India is so desperate to get Mahatma Gandhi statue to every corner of this planet, we have to understand that countries are essentially like companies. For example, every company has products they are selling. In the same way, every country has products they are selling. Think about this. Companies compete with one another. In the same way, countries compete with one another. Companies always need loyal employees. Why countries need patriotic citizens? For any company to succeed, you need the love, devotion, and admiration of customers. In the same way, countries will not succeed except the rest of the world have good opinion about them, that is, some level of admiration. Now that we have established that a country is more or less like a company, the next question we should ask ourselves is, how does a company promote itself? And the answer to that is very simple. One way companies promote themselves is by direct advertisements to their target audience.
Katie. 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 Katie.
Romance the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
I felt it before I heard it. The heartbeat of a place I knew I belonged. Where history's lived as much as it's made. And forward is the only way the wind blows. A place where the mind awakens as the body unwinds. Where all mankind can not only live, but thrive. I am the flutter in your chest, the chill down your spine, the voice in your head answering every whispered what if, with a roaring, why not? I am the spirit of possible, the spirit of Dubai.
Another way companies always promote themselves is through celebrity endorsement. And at this point, I need you to pay a close attention because you are about to understand the reason why India is desperate to get Mahatma Gandhi statue to every country in this planet. You see, several scientific studies have found that you can get people to like and admire something if you can show them again and again that a particular individual that they like and admire is connected to that thing you want them to like and admire. It is called celebrity endorsement. Because celebrity endorsement works so well, almost every company in our world today uses it.
No, it's not someone else. It's something else. Bye-bye, trainer. Hello, shape-ups.
Players don't score from their own half. What about the army, the police force? Teaching is a good career.
By showing you or us that the celebrity we love, the celebrity we admire, the celebrity we argue about, the celebrity we fight about is connected in some way to Pepsi, to Samsung, to whatever product. These companies are trying to get us to transfer the emotion, the admiration, the love we have for these celebrities into the product they want us to buy. And don't ever forget what I told you earlier in this video. To understand the reason why India is so desperate to get Mahatma Gandhi statue to every corner of this planet, we have to understand that countries are essentially like companies. Because a country is more or less like a company, whatever marketing strategy or manipulation you can successfully use to promote a company, you can use the same to promote a country. So when India is desperate to get everybody in the world to see images of Gandhi every minute of the day, the simple strategy is to get you to transfer the admiration, the love, the positive emotion you have about Mahatma Gandhi into this country, India. But there is one more thing I have not told you. You see, every country in our world has good people and bad people. But there is a problem, and that problem is humans tend to have selective memories. Now, what I mean by that is, naturally, as human beings, you and I do not have capacity to remember everything. So, we tend to remember a few things that comes with some emotions And those things we remember, either it is about individual, or it is about a country, or it is about a company, stick with us forever. And this is where branding comes to play. You see, close your eyes and imagine that you read newspaper, and in this newspaper you read about how some people in India defrauded certain women in your country. Because you are a human being, all you have to do is to read similar news like 3 or 4 times, and you start associating India with crime or fraud. Now, don't forget, India is a country, but at the same time, it is a company. Now, if you want to brand such a country and you want to present good image of that country to the rest of the world, what you want to do is you want to get people to remember less about the bad Indians, while at the same time you want to get these people to remember more about the good Indians. As a country, if you do a good job of exposing more and more and more great Indians to the rest of the world, what you find is that the rest of the world will start looking at India as a great country, because the images they are seeing more often from India is of great people. So at the end of the day, an average individual, the rest of the world, will start unconsciously thinking that an average India is like this guy, this guy, this guy, or this guy, just because you do a good job of putting the images of these people, that is, these great Indians, into the faces of people all over the world again and again and again. Don't ever forget this. Human beings have selective memories. We do not remember everything. We remember what we see again and again. So if you can get us to see certain images again and again, we assume that is the only image that exists. There is no other country in our planet today that has done this better than the United States.
George Washington,
Abraham Lincoln,
Benjamin Franklin,
Henry Ford,
Neil Armstrong,
Mark Twain,
Alexander Graham Bell,
Andrew Carnegie,
John D. Rockefeller,
Thomas Edison.
By promoting its heroes to the rest of the world every minute of the day, United States is manipulating the rest of the world to unconsciously assume that America is a great country and that an average individual in America is just like George Washington, like Abraham Lincoln, or like Thomas Edison, like all these great people that you have their books and you have their poster and you have their statues and you have their images everywhere in the world. If you check my library here, you are going to find probably 20 biographies of Americans. Like, I have Abraham Lincoln here, I have Bill Clinton, I have Henry Ford, I have George Washington, I have... Now, by having the books and biographies and images of these people, humans are more likely to think positively about such a country. And as we get to the end of this video, I need to talk to Africans and black people. The Indians' strategy to get Mahatma Gandhi statues to every corner of the world is a genius one, because the more you and I see images of people like Gandhi, the less you are likely to think bad or poorly of India. That is provided you like Mahatma Gandhi, which of course billions of people all over the world do like him. Now, as black people or as Africans, we have to understand that first, countries are like companies. I have no doubt about that. Like, a country is trying to do essentially what a company is trying to do, to get the rest of the world to admire you, to get the rest of the world to appreciate your culture, to buy your products, and to think there is something worthwhile in your country. Now, if we understand this, then we are going to understand that It does not matter what a company is producing. If the rest of the world don't have good image about your country or your company, there is no way you are going to progress. And Africa has not done a good job in this area. We have not tried to consciously manipulate the rest of the world. And by the way, that word manipulate, I'm using it as a positive word here, because think about it. Every day companies manipulate us to buy their products, and sometimes those products are good for us. So manipulation can actually be positive. This is the point I'm making. People don't buy Rolls Royce because they need a car. People don't buy designer bags because they want to carry something from point A to point B. People do not queue for 1 week just because they want to buy iPhone because they need to make calls or they need to use phone. The reason why everybody in the world desire this luxurious and great brand is because those brands had consciously manipulated us into thinking there is something worthwhile in what they are selling. And whether you like it or not, it is the same thing countries of the world that really want to progress must do, which is what I see India doing, trying to program the rest of the world to think positively about India. So I think Africans need to learn from India that we cannot leave our image for the rest of the world to choose whatever they want. We cannot leave the rest of the world to assume that there is nothing good coming from us. We cannot leave the rest of the world to assume that an average Nigerian is a criminal. We have to consciously promote our great ones. We have to build their statues. We have to write books about them. We have to promote their images. Because the more we do that, the more positive images the rest of the world can see from Africa, the less they think there is nothing good in Africa. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you enjoyed this video, believe me, it takes a lot of time to make it. If you want to support us in any way, you can do that by becoming a member of this channel. You see join button that is behind subscribe button. Thank you so much and see you in the next one.